9 days before the country was set to vote, the man responsible for protecting that vote vanished. When he was found, he had been tortured and unalived. His lifeless body left in a forest outside the capital. He had warned the police months earlier that someone wanted him dead. Nobody listened. To this day, no one has answered for it.
I'm Amara Osei, and this is Underneath Africa. Every case we bring you here happened. Every victim was real. Today, we go to Kenya, into the final days before a national election, to understand how the man trusted with the country's votes ended up unalived in a forest, and why the people meant to find his killers never did. In 2017, Kenya was heading into one of its most tightly contested elections in years. At the center of it sat the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, tasked with a system to transmit results the moment polls closed. The man overseeing that system was Christopher Msando. He was the engineer. He wasn't a public figure by choice. He was the engineer trusted to make sure the numbers could not be tampered with. That made him one of the most important and most exposed people in the country. On a Friday night, just over a week before the vote, Msando went out and never came home. His family reported him missing the next day. He went missing that Friday night. The next morning, he was found, and the circumstances made clear this was no accident. A young woman he had spent that evening with was found nearby. Months earlier, he had gone to the police himself, reporting threatening messages from unknown numbers. He was told to come back and file a formal statement. He never got the chance. For nearly 2 full days, he lay unclaimed at the mortuary, booked only as unknown. When he was finally identified, the truth was worse than anyone expected. Investigators said he died by strangulation. Injuries suggested he'd been beaten before he was killed. The FBI and British investigators both offered to assist. That offer was turned down. Reports later surfaced claiming that intelligence services already had leads, that someone had been tracking his car, that the men who took him were seen with him earlier that same night. Those leads, according to reporting years later, were never followed up. No arrests were ever made. No one was ever charged. Years later, his family is still waiting. They've said publicly that the pace of the investigation has stalled, that they were never given real answers, and that the case has gone cold in everything but name. The system he helped protect went on to run that election and others since. The man who protected it was never protected himself, and the people responsible for his death have never faced a court. He was 38 years old. He left behind a family that is still asking the same question. They asked in 2017, who did this? And why has no one paid for it? If you remember something, the door on this case is not closed just because the file is. This is Underneath Africa. We keep the story alive.